Ah, much kicking and such. It really gets the blood flowing. And explosions. Lots of blood flowing from those too. I replaced the dust inductor. The marvelous dragonfly will cross the sky at your whim for a short way. The heavens welcome my machines, but not without considerable cajoling. If you want to fly more than a short distance, I will need an inscrutable power source. Ha ha! What wonders cling to you, my friend? There were only 2 in this whole region, and I destroyed one so Inquisitor Lim would not make off with my marvelous dragonfly. The other was with the Lotus Assassins, but the fools only used it for demolition. Now, here you stand with it. I will put it in the dragonfly, and it will be ready to go. Not the ideal placement. If it shook more, the heavens might think we were afraid and take pity. This is more stable, but not as fun. Okay, she's ready to go. Hop on. I know a nice safe landing place just outside Tien's Landing. Very unlikely we'll crash. Don't worry about that. When the marvelous dragonfly takes off, the earth shakes and the sky trembles. You can't miss it. Your friend will see us take off, and he'll head back to town on his own. Ha ha! Everybody on board! The marvelous dragonfly is about to take flight!
This new flyer seems nicer than the one we took from Gal the Lesser. Although, I'm really only judging by how shiny it is. A poor guess, I'm sure.
No. The marvelous dragonfly is superior to the amber mosquitoes I foisted on Gao. And actually, the shinier the better. The heavens like their glory reflected. A shame I can't leave it on the ground for all to see, but I'm not going through all this just to have it stripped to the frame by local brats. I'll call it back if we need it. Well, it's much like the dilemma of the centipede. If he relaxes and lets things happen, he can walk naturally all day long, his 100 legs not missing a step. But if he thinks too hard about the complexity of what he's doing, those legs might crash into the tea house and kill everyone. A valuable lesson.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. I'm trying to feel good about what happened at Gao's fortress, the lair of his pirates. We went looking for our master and perhaps another flyer. What we found, I was not prepared for how cruel people could be. Seeing those people with no control over their fates, it is similar to a pain in my past that I have not thought about for a long time. I would not dream of saying my experience is similar to those poor people in Gao's fortress, but that lack of control, I know that well. One of the only things I know about myself is that on the morning I was born, the sky was red, like distant mountains were on fire. Perhaps it was dirge burning, as Zeus said. I believe it was an ill omen, and that stigma is why my abilities became a burden. That's why I must have been left at the school. To be subject to the whims of someone else just because of what you are, be you slave or outsider. Yes, I know that well. Yes, you are an outsider too, albeit one with power to change your world. I think the slaves in the pirate lair would greatly appreciate your skill in defense. And I would make great use of your confidence. You inspire me to think of the possibilities, not just the problems. I'm gaining an appreciation for the person you are becoming. Perhaps we should speak on these matters again sometime. Be well, my friend.
What do you want? You need to repair your ship? For the place you're going and the man you want to find? The Guardian says it's a mightier task than you think, but that you're special too. I think you're special too. All the others are people, but you're different. I like you. Is there anything else you wanted? About me? What do you want to know? You want to talk to him, don't you? The Guardian? I don't really know what to say. I don't really do much. I just go where the Guardian tells me to go, where we're needed. I trust him. He won't let them hurt me. The evil men, the bad ones, and the other. But he says not to worry, that none of them are here now, but they follow you, which is why we've come. Now we're needed here, with you. You're the last, he says, so we have to protect you, to make sure balance is restored. You hold the amulet and can use it, unlike... Oh, he says I've already said too much. He doesn't like me talking about him while he's busy. Maybe we can talk again sometime? But for now, not about that. Is there anything else you wanted? Okay.
You have attracted a very odd minion in that girl Wildflower. I sense great conflict in that one. Tread lightly.
Sagacious Sue, could that be actual concern in your voice?
It would be a great inconvenience if we were all suddenly slaughtered. Now, what do you need of me? I've said enough for the time being. The events that surround you cause me great concern. I want to see more of what is coming before I decide my next action. I don't know what else I can do for you right now. If I can help you, I will. But for now, I've got nothing new to offer. Goodbye, then.
Yes? I'm a bit busy fiddling about with my thoughts. I found my way to Tien's Landing quite by accident. A very big accident. A few wealthy merchants lost some, property, and I almost lost my hat and my head. Gao the Greater heard about my inventions and bribed some officials to effect my release. I thought I had found a nice rich benefactor, but I was locked away in his lair. He gave me a nice workshop, but he really was a fool. I showed him my wind map. He didn't care where it led. He was only interested in his slaves. It shows where I've been, not where I'm going, I think. I made it on my journey to, here. But I don't quite remember where I was traveling from. Not good. It seems to me I left something, a clue for myself, but I'm not sure why I'd need to. I don't suppose you'd be interested in taking a short trip back the way I came? None. And I am very good at remembering things. At least I think I am. I can't remember for certain. The map could lead anywhere, so we should let it. Well, let's see then. It must lead to where I was last, which would be the ideal place to go first. Keep an eye out. I don't know why my tracks were covered, but I do tend to incur the occasional death threat. Craters are remarkably unappreciated. This looks familiar. Keep going. I have the urge to build something. There are memories in the route we are flying. Keep going. I see patterns, schematics. Keep going. I'll hammer it out. Almost there. Just a few more pieces to figure out. Our flight was great fun. Lots of explosions. But what does it mean? I think it's a clue. I hid something in my head because I was going to lose my memory, I think. One thing for certain, there was no destination. We ended where we began. The route was the important part. Let me show you what it inspired me to make. I'm not sure what it is, but it has a lever on it that is begging to be pulled. There's only one way to find out. Well, there's probably one or two, but who has time to dig an artillery trench? Here we go. And nothing. Right? We're not dead, I think. That is decidedly disappointing. I was expecting something. I must still need a part I can't remember. I need some time to think, to get my brain straightened out. This is most intriguing and infuriating. Give me some time. Off you go. I'll start planning some redesigns for the dragonfly. Maybe floats made of air bladders. Sheepskin, of course.
Something's on your mind? Of course, I was just thinking about things. Gao richly deserved his death, but I'm not sure I ever really expected it to happen. I feel fine, but determined. Our work isn't done, but we've taken a small step by removing that stain upon the Empire's honor. Gao's slavers took my daughter, Pin Mei, and I was able to follow them. Fortunately, they didn't cover their tracks. I chased them down, trying to reach her. I was too late. Pin Mei was spirited, and I'm sure she fought them. I believe they decided she was too much trouble and killed her. 5 years old, and they ran her through. I found her dead by the roadside and stopped my pursuit. By the time I cared to continue my chase, the slavers were long gone. It's fine. Thank you for your concern, but for the most part, I've come to terms with her death. But why dwell on this? Gao is dead, and perhaps Pin Mei has found some peace. That's what really matters. That and what we still have to accomplish. You're right, but we have to pick our time, and now isn't it. We can talk about this later. I only spent enough time in Tian's Landing to learn the location of Gao the Greater's stronghold. It's a nice enough place, though they're still adjusting to the flooding of the old town some years ago. Always happy to help.
Konio kioia kawaia wo kawaia watita osia kwanif nipawia.
I never thought I'd be glad to be back here, but I am.
Yes, yes, Minister Sheng is properly grateful that you were able to free the peasants. You truly are a great hero, and so on and so forth. More importantly, you destroyed the pirates who plagued Minister Sheng's administration of this town. Here is your reward.
Owowo sun so anawa kawaras tata safayet.
Hello, hello! Don't think I'm ungrateful for your earlier efforts. I do, however, have much to do. Was any man ever so eternally busy as Minister Sheng? Very well, run along. Now that the dam is closed again, Minister Sheng is on his way back to the Imperial City. I'm sure of it.
I must remain vigilant for skilled warriors. Sadly, resolve and spirit seem precious commodities in this isolated spit of a town. The blighted forest cuts these peasants off from the heart of our empire, but still they do nothing. Fools. Go safely, and remember what I've said. Lord Yun needs the help of able warriors like yourself.
place feels all wrong. Can't you feel it? It's like the very air is unclean. If you can't feel it, then this feeling is as magical as it is foul. We should be on our guard.
Focus.
We hurried down as quickly as we could, but I see you had the situation well in hand. I'm impressed. Not many people can disperse the spirits of the dead with any ease. They grow worse by the day, and I've almost given up hope of finding a solution. My manners desert me. I am Lord Yun, owner of this land, and charged by the Emperor himself to keep it safe. You should turn back south to Tien's Landing. This is the safest part of the Great Southern Forest, and even it is polluted with these strange ghosts. Help me? That's certainly a kind offer, but I'm not sure that anyone... Wait a moment. You don't look like a pilgrim or one of the poor folk trying to escape Tien's Landing. Would it be out of line to inquire as to what brought you here? Even caravans employing skilled warriors have been forced to turn back under these ghosts' assaults. I could only reach Tien's Landing by using my flyer. Acquiring that chart was a hard-fought battle, I can assure you. The Lotus Assassins keep a tight rein on those precious documents. From your questions, I'd say you have a flyer at your disposal, which seems unusual. It would take a resourceful person to acquire a device like that, and I believe that resourceful people know how to get things done, especially when properly motivated. Perhaps you could get something done for me. If so, I might be persuaded to foolishly risk the Lotus Assassin's wrath by making a copy of one of their precious maps. The deal is simple. Find out why my land sickens, why it is home to so many ghosts, and you will have your map. Two things threaten the entire length and breadth of this forest. The trees blackened with disease, and ghosts flock to this place like no other in the Empire. I suspect that these things are related, and, more importantly, that they're related to a fox called the Forest Shadow. Just that. She is a fox spirit, and thus one of heaven's tricksters. The fox can take on the forms of men and women, and will often do so to test us. Personally, I don't think they have any right to deceive us, but my father felt that our family's good fortune came from just such a test passed long ago by an ancestor. Some sort of ancient alliance in which she was guardian of the forest, while we owned the land in the world of men. I think something is wrong with the Forest Shadow, and I want you to find her and figure out what is happening. Once we know that, we'll have a clear idea of what we face. A noble sentiment, but when I look upon these trees, I'm afraid that you may have to destroy her. See what you can learn first, then we will act if it is necessary. Make your way up this ancient trail, and when you come to a fork, take the left path. That will lead you to a temple built long ago in the Forest Shadow's honor. Once there, Find my hunter, Spearcatch's Leaf, if he still lives. He claimed to remember some sort of ritual that my forebears used to contact the forest shadow. You might also want to keep an eye out for some small shrines that are scattered about the forest. Some of them are said to react to magic or charges of chi. Remember that you want to go to the temple by the left fork when you reach the branch up above. If you go to the right, you can find the Pilgrim's Rest Inn, an establishment I technically own but have very little to do with. You may, but I would find it unlikely. To call this area the safest part of the forest is misleading. The ghosts are numerous and vicious. How would simple travelers and innkeepers survive when surrounded and cut off by these ghosts? It is impossible to miss. The temple is an impressive structure carved into the rock itself. I was beginning to think there may be no cure for this place. Your arrival has given me some small measure of hope. Find Spearcatch's Leaf at the temple above and see what he has learned. Your wind map will be waiting when you find a cure.
This forest is so troubled. We were well sheltered in Two Rivers to not see any of this.
Legendary strike. Legendary strike.
The ghosts attack everyone. They are mad with madness. Thank you for keeping me safe.
This poor soul has been in the forest too long. He feels wrong, just like the air here. It's disturbing. He seems simple as well. I wonder if the horrors of this place have touched his mind.
You have come from Tian's Landing? You were? This is good. I was going there, but you're coming here instead. I come from the inn, the Pilgrim's Rest. You must take a message to the town for us. Things are very bad. We starve. The ghosts cut us off from everything. But we are still up there. Tian's Landing must send people to help. Many people should come to the inn to help us. They can't let us starve. You would be welcome there. They would have you for a most fun stay. The inn lies above on the path to the right. The temple? No, the temple is where the ghosts are worst. It is a bad place. You should not go there. You should go to the inn. No, I should return to the inn. They will want to know you are coming. You should come with me. I can take the message down later, and you will be safe from the forest shadow and her ghosts. She is a wicked fox spirit. They are tricksters, all of them. The tricks she plays kill now. You should stay away from her. She hurts us when we leave the inn. Oh yes, they must be. She hunts us, and these ghosts hunt you, right? Isn't that the same? She's dangerous like these ghosts. We're all afraid of her. That can't be right. She is dangerous. You should go to the inn to be kept safe. That's the only way. I will go back the way I came. Knowing that there are others here, I will be all right. I must go back to the inn to tell them. You should follow the path to the right, not the left. Left goes to the temple, and the forest shadow will kill you. Come, the inn is this way.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help.
Legendary strike.
I have been healed.
Legendary strike. I am perfection.
There's something not right. This place feels all wrong. The forest is the same, but it's stronger here.
Legendary strike.
I watched in awe as you dispatched those things. Not many of your kind can deal with ghosts as easily as you did. Yes, the ghosts are most dangerous. We are fortunate that they have not yet ventured inside the inn. It offers us some refuge. But I'd forgotten myself. Welcome to the Pilgrim's Rest, traveler. I am the Keeper, as they call me. Tell me, did you happen to come across one of us on your way up here? We sent him not long ago to search for help. It was the Forest Shadow. She's taken another from us. We hoped we had found a way to deal with the fox, but we were wrong. She does not attack us here at the inn. Those few we have dared send out to the forest do not return. We have tried so hard to find a way to end the fox's attacks. She must be stopped. We thought we were close, but no. Well, that is quite the thing to ask, isn't it? Quite a thing indeed. How are we to know we could trust you? No, I do not entirely trust you with such plans. You must know fox spirits can assume the forms of humans. How can I trust you not to be one of her servants, or the spirit herself? For now, simply accept what little hospitality we can offer. These are hard times, but we would not dare treat a guest poorly. Oh, please, it's nothing to concern yourself over. We would not trouble you with such a thing. Oh, I wouldn't dare to burden you with our concerns. It would stand me poorly as a host. Good, good. I would be happy to help.
This is the Mad Fox's place. I shudder to dwell too long on the subject, but I will answer what I can.
The forest has been ailing for some time now, but things have been especially bad over the past month. It has been most unpleasant for us. No new visitors grace our tables with their presence. I do not know. Maybe the fox spirit that claims to protect this place has diseased it, or perhaps she's just too weak to fight another disease. I don't care what happens to her, so long as my people... Those of us at the inn, I mean, stay safe. I have heard that the Pilgrim's Path stays open to the town of Tien's Landing. One day, when the time is right, we shall make our way down there. Tien's Landing is full of so many people. I do as well. This forest is an uncomfortable topic for us all. No, it's nothing for you to trouble yourself about. The fox is our problem, and we will deal with her as best we can. You should stay and be comfortable. And I tell you that the only cure is to destroy the fox. But I do not believe you are committed to that course of action. As loath as I am to see you go before dinner, perhaps you could find more answers at her temple, instead of worrying about us. It is a matter of caution. We mean no disrespect to you, but we must be careful. The fox is crafty, and it is likely she will try to stop us. If you're so ardent to learn more, perhaps you should go to her temple just down the hill to the west. It is not a safe place for us, or you for that matter, but you may learn something. Of course. It is, as I said, nothing for you to trouble yourself about. Many travelers know the name of the Pilgrim's Rest, and before long, so will many more. It is an old name. The route you climbed used to be called the Pilgrim's Path, thanks largely to the temple near here and other small shrines. Here, at the hill's summit, the pilgrims would stay and contemplate what they had seen during their climb. This place was known as the Pilgrim's Rest long before the inn was constructed. Of course, this whole forest belongs to Lord Young, does it not? He expects this place to pay him a tribute. He doesn't call it that, but we know the truth. Mark me, Lord Young will have his share of the proceeds from this place before long. His fair share. Of course. I wish you all the best. Travel safely and return here soon. We would welcome you for our evening meal.
When will more come?
The forest is closed. None will come except from Tien's Landing, and that path is closing.
The Green One will starve us with her trees.
Hello. Welcome to the Pilgrim's Rest, where the patron is the most important part of our business. I am Ho, your humble cook. I'm also in charge of the few supplies the inn actually stocks, if you have need of them. Though I am weary and worked to the bone, I'm here to help you. What can I do for you today? I don't know much about this forest at all. I was only passing through and I, stopped at this inn. Turned out to be a longer stay than I anticipated. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. However, as shopkeeper, I do have some items that you might be interested in. How very lucky for me. I seem to just stumble into these situations. There's not much I can tell you, to be fair. You should ask the keeper. I'm sure he'll be happy to tell you his side of things. I don't really go in for celestial politics, but I will say that it's awfully odd that the inn folk seem to hate her so. To hear them talk, she's practically insane with bloodlust. But everything here seems perfectly normal, wouldn't you say? No, it doesn't. But why then are they so scared of this forest shadow? Well, I've probably said enough. The keeper has more than enough to say for both of us about the forest shadow. Go ask him if you have more questions. I'd be happy to. I'm sure you understand that my stocks are limited. In fact, if you think about it, with the ghosts filling the forest, I shouldn't have any supplies at all. There's nothing. It's nothing. I just thought, well, I was hoping that... would you like a bun? Perhaps you could, though I'm not so sure. Go and speak to the innkeeper. Ask him about the twisted servants of the mother. See how he reacts to that. Be prepared when you speak to him. That's all I'm saying about this. Take very good care.
You must join us for dinner. You would be a most welcome addition. The mother? Nothing at all. You should not speak nonsense when the forest shadow is still alive. Did he? How unfortunate. We should have tipped him into his own pot weeks ago. You are lucky that I sense such great strength from you. Had you dealt with those ghosts out front with less efficiency, I would tear your throat out. But please, allow me to reveal all that you wish to see. Let me show you the truth. Gaze upon our forms and bask in our glory. You should be honored to see the true strength of the cannibals.
It's them! Their corruption is what I've been feeling in this forest. They are vile.
Are you happy now that you have the answer to your prying questions? No, of course not. You wish to know more. You are drawn to our majesty. Intriguing, yes? Such power is hard to resist. You must understand that we are servants of a powerful demon known as the Mother, who has taught us to draw strength from human flesh. The forest shadow imprisoned her millennia ago, but soon she will be free. You will help us with that, or you will die. We will give you one chance to aid us, or you will feed us. This crystal was torn from the temple of the Cursed Fox.
The hunter who is there now said there would be some way to reach the fox if he could find this missing bauble. We kept it from him because he wished to aid the fox. We are fast and silent when we need to be. He did not even know we were listening. That is the weakness of the Thin Bloods. You are strong. If you agree to use this crystal to kill the fox, whatever it takes, we will give you a half-year's tax worth of silver. A rich prize to kill a dying rodent. The fox holds the mother trapped within the earth of this hill, but she can hold nothing with dying paws. The dead walk the world, and the mother can draw strength from them. That is how she reached out to us, told us of the new way. The mother grows stronger each day, but she is still trapped, and the forest shadow is not so weak as to be easily taken. She knows us instantly, so we have no surprise. You are unknown. We cannot defeat her, but she cannot destroy us so easily either. She will try to pour honey into your ears, beg for your help. When her guard is down, then you will destroy her, and the mother will be free. She is a most powerful creature from a time when primal hunger ruled all of your kind. She has been trapped in this hill for centuries, trapped by the fox. But as the dead grow restless, she feels their anger, their rage, and their hunger for release. They feed the mother, and she grows strong as the ghosts flock to her. She reached out to us. We are her children, and I am first among them. You are so very stupid. What the mother has given us is no curse. This is power. We eat the flesh of your kind, and its energies make us strong. The mother has beautified us in return for serving her. You should not speak of killing the mother. It is a sacrilege that makes our blood boil with rage. What will it be? Do you value your life, or will you play the fool? You just don't understand. You will. Tear him to pieces. We will feast tonight on those succulent flanks.
Legendary strike. Legendary strike.
That was astonishing. I haven't seen such martial skills in an eatery since the last time I added ginger to my wife's hot and sour soup. Thank you for your great kindness in rescuing me. Now that these beasts are dead, I can finally talk to you. My name is Henpecked Ho, and before you ask, I'm not one of those monsters. They kept me prisoner so that I could seem normal to the customers. My wife is unique. To say that she is as enduring as the wall itself is to do a disservice to her persistence. I could make similar comparisons between the force of her will and the Imperial Army, but I think you have the picture. You have no idea what you're suggesting. The last I saw of her, she was in the Imperial City. I was due back more than a week ago, and if she hasn't torn the place down looking for me, I'll be surprised. That's beside the point for now. I must thank you, as I clearly owe you my life. These cannibals were getting desperate enough to cook even someone as ropey as me. The last thing I needed was to be dragged into the caves below. I heard a lot about the caves from the cannibals. There's something down there they call the Mother, and I think whatever, is what made them what they are. She is some sort of greater demon the cannibals serve. I think she's the reason they're as twisted as they are. From what I overheard, the Mother was trapped in this hill before Sagacious Chen forged the Jade Empire, but something has disturbed her. I don't know how or why this Mother of theirs has returned to the world, but if she can do this to men, she must be stopped.